This man committed a crime on your grounds. After the day ban. This isn't about some fucking chatter, bro. This is not about some account that violated a TOS. This is a person who committed a goddamn crime in your fucking event. This whole situation should have never happened in the first place. It should have never been able to happen. Because for all you know, this person could have had some sort of weapon. But I don't think it's a bad idea to actually talk about this herself, because there's nothing better than hearing the victim of the event talking about her feelings, talking about her perspective, talking about her truth, talking about the situation as a whole, right? It's very, very important. What's good, Kingdom? Yo, welcome back to another video. Twitch did a huge oopsie in their TwitchCon. And they really messed up very hard, because a content creator by the name of Emaru, which as you all know is one of the biggest female streamers on Twitch, got attacked at TwitchCon by a lunatic who got a slap on the wrist from Twitch. This all happened because Twitch banned the bodyguard that Emaru wanted to take with her to the con.
You editing me here. I was a little bit wrong about this. She did actually hire a security guard. It is just that she couldn't bring the one she wanted. He got banned because he did his job where he kept a creepy stalker guy. He kept hold of him until the police arrived, and apparently Twitch didn't like that, so they banned him from the con.
And some idiot came through security. And, well, luckily nothing happened. There's accusations that he had a knife, but I'm not sure about that either. But she was unharmed. Luckily, somebody, you know, grabbed him in time and whatever. So nothing really bad happened, but the fact that this person had the opportunity to begin with is already bad, and it looks really bad for Twitch, because how they reacted and how they, solved it is very bad, even worse than how Hassan tried to cover up his dog thing. Anyway, we're gonna look at the video that Emaru posted, where she's gonna talk about it, so buckle up.
Wake the f up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Okay, so first of all, you guys will have to forgive me, because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay? I did not want to have to do like a stream like this. Like, it feels like I'm doing like a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, actually?
She is so sweet, man. She's way too sweet. The fact that she cares more about how her audience is feeling than talking about how she's feeling, like, God. She's good. It's way too good to be on Twitch, man. Twitch does not treat her right.
I'm supposed to be going over my run-up show for my TwitchCon show, which I am still doing, by the way, because of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it. It's not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this.
Oh
because
boy.
There's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about, which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me. I am never like that. But I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like, this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay,
I don't think that's the case. I mean, obviously, if this happened, even if it was a small streamer or not, most definitely talked about it on stream or on video, and people would have, you know, picked it up and made it bigger. So I don't think that is true. But yeah, we have seen a lot of like people transcending the bar of societal standards lately, if so to speak, right? Like, obviously, it started with, like, you know, school shootings becoming very normal. We had the Will Smith fiasco at the Oscars. We had 2 assassinations. One succeeded, one didn't. You know, like, people have forgotten the golden rule of civilization, and they have just started to act like they're playing in video games. Like, they can just do whatever the fuck they want, and the consequences be damned. And, yeah, I think that's very concerning.
I'll start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking, like, fuck, like, I have to talk about this. Like, people need to know that this happened. Like, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter.
Thank God.
Fucking God, I didn't have to figure that out myself. Which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess, because I'm not meant to be doing these kinds of streams. I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral.
Yep.
And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security.
Nope.
Or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet.
Nope.
Like, maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact.
I mean, if 2 of the most biggest female streamers on Twitch weren't asked for extra security, I highly doubt anyone below their size were.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay, my notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it, because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously. Straight up. So, I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So, I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine. So, I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, cause like sometimes that'll happen. Where
she is so pure, man. Oh man, it's actually insane, bro. It's actually insane. This was allowed to happen. That's the worst part about this. Worst part is that this actually was able to happen, man.
You're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming.
Oh god. Oh god, that's fuck. That's horrible, man. I can't even put into words how terrible that is.
Can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security.
Duh, because they are in charge of the whole thing. I'm not excusing that Twitch, you know, the Twitch security wasn't doing anything, but you gotta understand these people are hired to be overlooking the whole thing. So that makes it even worse and even dumber that they banned some security that she wanted to bring in. Like, that's so stupid to me. If she wants to go around, like, being blocked in by 8 security guards, she should be allowed to do that. If she wants to walk around like she's the president of the United States, she should be allowed to do that. I don't see why Twitch, who doesn't need to pay a cent to make this happen, why they would ban that, why they would disagree on that, why they would disallow that. There's no logical reason at all, especially for a female creator who are prone to be attacked more than male creators, obviously. Especially like Emaru is like what, 160 something? Yeah, she's literally 160 meters. Like, she is small, man. She is a small, fragile human being. I don't know. It's so weird.
He jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, "Get the fuck out of here." And he's allowed to walk away and leave.
Normal people would get arrested. And on top of this, if it's not bad enough, it is also a fact that they also got harassed like a while back when they were like out and about streaming by some other dude. They also got harassed by some other dude out and about. So the fact that she wanted security for this was only reinforced because of the previous scenario that she had with that weird guy back then. So the fact that she again got refused to bring in her own security, it's wild to me.
Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security? Anyway,
No, that's not even the right speech. The right speech would have been, I'm sorry that this happened. Listen, I think I made a tweet or a reply. I don't know what tweet it was. I probably can't find it either. It's been a while back. And I said, like, if Tecton was standing there, nobody would have done this. If she took Tecton with her, nobody would have done this. Now, obviously, you know, Tecton is very controversial, right? I understand that. I really do that. But I do think that Emaru and Tecton are still, you know, they still have a tight bond. And I wouldn't have been surprised if Emaru asked Tecton to come with her, that he would have said yes. Now, I don't know if Twitch would have allowed him to go. That's a whole different situation. But I most definitely think he would have. Hell, I even think, I don't know why she would ask Asmongold, but I even would think that Asmongold would have said yes. But regardless.
So I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security.
And Miskiv is not Miskiv is not it, bro. He is more of a pussy than anyone else.
already like kind of like got together after that and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like started talking about something else.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, and then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bringing up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon. Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas.
What? Unbelievable, bro. People who actually are security, who actually try to keep people safe, they have no freedom whatsoever, bro. In my opinion, if something like that happened, you beat that guy up. Freaks like that don't learn otherwise. 100%. If you're a stalker, you should beat the fuck out of you. That's what your future should be. If you get caught being a creepy fucking stalker, somebody should beat the fuck out of you. That's how they learn.
Anyway, that just a side note. Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here. Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like, I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this? So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel.
Because it's important to talk about this, because it's a very crucial thing to criticize Twitch and TwitchCon for, because you felt unsafe, you got assaulted by somebody, and the Twitch staff and security did fuck all. You are supposed to be there under the care of Twitch, and they did fuck all. That's why you're talking about this right now. That's why you have to talk about this. This is not a way to paint Twitch in a bad light. No, this is pure facts. This is an event that you should be safe in under the care of Twitch, and you got assaulted under the care of Twitch. That means they are responsible. That means they are the ones that should pay for this and should be held accountable for this. But we all know how Twitch deals with accountability and actual punishment. They do fuck all.
Hotel. I let some of my friends know. They come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know. She says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police. They're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy. They haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway.
He should have been get caught somewhere, get on hold in some room. There's a room like this, for example. Place him in here. This man committed a crime on your grounds. After the day ban. This isn't about some fucking chatter, bro. This is not about some account that violated a TOS. This is a person who committed a goddamn crime in your fucking event.
Anyway, so at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who, by the way, she's so sweet. Like, she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends. I'm like, what the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now. And then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything.
Yep.
So after that, I start getting a lot of messages. I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes.
Don't care. Don't care, bro. You should have one ticket to the fucking to prison, bro. One ticket.
Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Oh. Oh.
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay. Oh, also another detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then, she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager, Melissa.
W. Melissa.
And they showed her a photo of the
Doing more than whatever the fuck Twitch is doing, that's for sure.
guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh
Nope.
yeah, here's his photo. We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything. The guy.
Yep.
So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard. Which again, I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was able, he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet.
So this is medicated. This is not some spontaneous thing. He calculated whenever there was a gap in the security, which probably wasn't that very hard because we're talking about Twitch security right here. Oh god, actually insane.
People who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the convention. Oh. Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or like they didn't do that beforehand? Like, hello? I'm sorry. So yeah,
They're doing the bare minimum.
I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year.
I mean, I do believe that if you are not making that in a year on Twitch. I don't think you need security. But yeah, I understand what you mean, you know? Like the measurements, I mean, you have seen it like with obviously Charlie Kirk and Steve Crowder, right? They spent a lot of money for security because there's just a lot of weird and bad people out there that want to hurt them or harm them, right? And even a sweet little girl like Emaru somehow needs this much security. Like it's crazy to me, man, how deranged people have become, how the golden standard of civilization has just plummeted, and it's just so unfortunate.
What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like,
I mean, you could film the meet and greet. I think that's the easiest thing you could have done. There's this like whenever you've like you see like a sticker in like somebody's window, right? And then it says security cameras, right? This residence has security cameras or whatever, right? That will already deter a lot of people from breaking into the house, right? So only having the sticker doesn't mean it's real, right? Doesn't mean that the sticker actually is telling the truth. It's already enough. So putting a camera and filming your meet and greet is already like a kind of a shield for weirdos, because they know this shit will be televised. It's just beyond me that this stuff can happen under the jurisdiction of Twitch. Like it's ridiculous.
It's actually fucking insane. I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse, at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets, know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys, thank you. And okay, hold on, let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to. Alright, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie.
Yep.
That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events.
That's so false. But hey, we know Twitch, right? Twitch is known to be lying about a lot of stuff, so.
Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up, and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No. Melissa was like, okay guys,
That's ridiculous.
Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. I
would hope so, yes.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of, I've just had so many things happen, and like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator, or like a girl creator in particular. But I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times, and I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already. Oh my god.
For anyone who doesn't know, the fact that she is talking about this, it is so not her character to be this visibly and vocally upset about something. It takes like a real big thing for her to like be like this. And obviously you might say, well, she's way too sweet for the world, and I would agree. And people who are like this get taken advantage of the most, because, you know, they're the easiest targets, right? But yeah, it's just, this whole situation should have never happened in the first place. It should have never been able to happen. Because for all you know, this person could have had some sort of weapon concealed or whatever.
So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, a rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane. And I mean, I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling like the things that y'all did wrong? And like, okay, so another thought that I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe like, you know, they hired like shitty security and they like lied to them so they wouldn't like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like,
yep.
Why is it better to, or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah, I have been, okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just, but yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015. And yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like they're like, I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is like people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad, I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them like, oh no, you can't, like keep moving. And
damn.
There was even like, I think it was fucking Neon.
That must suck, bro. Getting the one opportunity to have a picture with a content creator you like, and then your picture turns out to like be blurry or bad or or something like that. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Was able to walk through the back of my meet and greet, and was like, oh hey, like
Neon.
can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, oh my god, it was just horrible.
Neon is not banned from Twitch? I thought for sure Neon would have been would have theoretically have like a wanted poster in Twitch, but I guess not.
Like, there was no thought put into it at all. And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank God I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like, I just feel so bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position. Are you okay, though? This is gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into, like, lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this. Worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that. I hope you're okay. And then they of course were like, what the fuck? Why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there.
Yep.
And like I said on Twitter, like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be like the positive, like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really, like, would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and
I mean, TwitchCon has already become, like, way less of a thing because they keep banning, like, the biggest creators that they don't like, right? Twitch really has become very cult-like, and I'm not saying that lightly. It has really become like, oh, if the Twitch staff doesn't like you, you are not important. And we've seen that many, many, many times. And this is just my assumption, right? But maybe because Emeru is friends with people like Asmongold and Tecton, right? Maybe that's why they didn't react like they reacted like they did. Maybe. I don't know. That's just my assumption. There's no credible backing whatsoever. I would like to clarify that. But from seeing the behavior of Twitch and how well they treat the people that they like on their platform, and how bad they treat people that they do not like. I mean, we're talking here about Tecton calling somebody fat and getting banned, but somebody like Hassan promoting terrorism and attacking others on the street, that's fine. You know, like, it's just very telling what Twitch has become.
Aftermath. Like, it's just crazy. Like, why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and stuff. It was pretty crazy. Getting all the messages and stuff last night. And again, I've said it like 5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it. Because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed being like, okay, do I have to disrupt my stuff that I have planned to announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them? So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much for doing that. And
any reasonable person would have done that. I mean, who films somebody committing a crime, at the very least post it on social media? Like, come on.
And I would just encourage everyone just to stand the fuck up. Stand up for yourself, stand up for other people. Because if you don't, look what fucking happens, which is crazy because I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe. And everyone...
For good reason. For very good reason. Pokimane, Valkyrie, Hassan, they all have enemies. Whether you think it's correct or not, they all have enemies. And yeah, I mean, I really, really understand why none of them wanted to go to the TwitchCon, because they just simply don't trust the security there. And for good reason.
Was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people. A large portion of people were saying that. And Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security.
They probably had like a list. Look, this is what they had. Venue, creators, foods, sponsors, security. Basically what they did is this. They upped security.
I should have listened to them. Especially because, I mean, a lot of people know stuff like this has happened to me in the past, and I just keep going. Like, I'm the kind of person that's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let a shitty person or a shitty thing ruin my life or like what's going on for me, you know what I mean? Fuck it, we ball. So I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna pay for security. I'm only gonna do my show. How is someone gonna attack me at my show? I'm only gonna do my meet and greet. How the fuck would they get into a meet and greet? It's roped off with security. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Lesson learned.
You don't understand how bad it is for Twitch's how bad it is for Twitch to actually, you know, have this happen to them. Like this happening on their event that they said they upped security on, especially after somebody like Emrose coming out saying like I would encourage people to not go to the next TwitchCon. Twitch might be cooked, man.
And also after it happened, Twitch did offer if I wanted some of their Twitch security. I was like,
hell no.
I'm good, bro. But I was lucky enough that Clemens, who's one of my usual security guards, flew out from Austin, Texas this morning to be there with me today.
What a legend.
Likes like that. And I have 2 other security guards. One of them's Amazon's, but I have my personal security guard that I feel comfortable with is like my main guy. And they said that they like changed security for the show and stuff. But yeah, I'm just done. Like, this is the kind of thing that it's like once you break the trust for something like this, you're never getting it back.
Nope.
I'm sorry, you're just not. Like, it's not like this is the first time that something like this has happened. So like the trust was already kind of broken, and that caused a lot of people not want to come. Like, for example,
that's why she had her own security guard with her. That's why she wanted to take her main guy with her, but he was banned because he rightfully kept a stalker in place until the police arrived, which the police could do fuck all against, of course, because, you know, law enforcement is a fucking joke. But yeah, it is it's quite concerning.
People were talking about how last year Nick, NMPLOL, and Wake Wilder got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again,
yep, that happens.
That wasn't filmed on stream, would anything have been done?
Nope.
I don't fucking know. And they didn't even make like an official announcement about it. They didn't reach out to Nick, as far as I know. He was saying that last year. So if they did reach out to him, it was way after the con. It
needed to be a woman, because we all know nobody takes assault against the male serious. Just how it is. Just how it is.
So it's like, did they just not think it was a big deal? Is it because Nick's a guy?
Yep.
Like,
100%.
Hello? I'm supposed to be working on my runner show right now. I am still doing the show, like I said, because of the production staff worked really hard on it, and the cosplayers involved worked really hard on it, so I still want to do it, but this is going to be my last TwitchCon show. I'm doing it with Baby No Money and Will Neff, so even though we haven't really had time to go over this in practice, it'll be fine. It'll be a shit show, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fun.
I mean, that's what people like about streamers. They're authentic. They're not as programmed as like the Hollywood films or like actors that are very scripted, that are not allowed to say some things, and some things they are allowed to say. You know, they're their own person. They're very personal. And I think that's why people like social media personalities or people way more, and content creators way more than, for example, like real celebrities, like movie stars or whatever, right? Because they're more real. And I think them messing up certain things in the show will only make it more endearing in the end.
Lots of talented people working in Twitch production and all that. It's yeah. Whew. Anyway, how we feeling, you guys? Yeah, I'm flying home tomorrow, and my security guard's gonna be accompanying me to fly home. But it's just sad, the world that we live in now. Like, to me, I don't even think of myself as like someone that needs to be protected or like someone important, but it's like you know, I was talking about how like I wanted to buy a new hamster recently. I was thinking about how if I want to do that on stream, I'd have to hire security to go buy a fucking hamster. And like I said, I spent over $10,000 alone just to come to TwitchCon for security. I've probably spent close to 6 figures total going to cons and stuff on security. And again, it's not like this only happens to people of my size. This happens to girls or guys with 50 viewers. What the fuck are they supposed to do? They can't afford that. It's like, you gotta just deal with it, not there, or you're... that's another thing. I could've fucking died yesterday.
Yep.
But yeah, obviously, I'm gonna be making my own personal changes going forward. I already have, like, for years, but
Why do you think it's such a big deal for streamers to get doxxed in the first place? Like, the moment that they know where you live, pretty much your security is, whenever people know where you live, you're vulnerable in your own house. You know, like, it's insane.
I'm just really hurt and disappointed by how everything was set up by Twitch and like how it was handled after. Like, honestly, that was upsetting me more and making me more angry.
That's also a thing. Like, I think this is majority just, you know, United States shenanigans. Because it's so weird here, bro. Like, this whole thing is so weird to me because here in my country, right, we have the highest the most subscribed YouTuber in our country, right? And pretty much everyone knows where this guy lives. This guy has like daily vlogs. He vlogs everywhere. No security at all. I mean, it helps that he is a very tall guy. That definitely helps. It is just unthinkable. If you watch like streamers in the USA that like do ERL streams, right? They get harassed, they get abused, they get whatever, right? Threats. What this guy, his whole YouTube career is him literally daily streaming every single day, right? And he became the biggest YouTuber in the Netherlands, or he used to be the biggest one, I believe. Anyway, one of the biggest at least. This just doesn't happen though. Like, he doesn't need security everywhere he goes. He is just, I don't know, it's just different, man. And before you go say, well, he's probably not big enough, I'll show you his YouTube channel. All right, here we go. This is obviously Emru's channel, right? 1.46 million subscribers. You're like, oh, well, that's really big, right? 1 million plus. Well, guess what? This person has nearly 3 million subscribers. 3 million subscribers. And this guy goes, as you can see, this guy has daily vlogs of him just doing stuff in public. No issues whatsoever. No security whatsoever. He's just vibing, doing his thing, doing crazy shit every day. Being a father, being a husband. Like, he's just doing stuff in his own country. And he can do that without any issues, without people wanting to kill him, without people wanting to harass him, without people willing to do whatever against him. Yeah, sure, they want a picture when they see him, right? Like, obviously. I don't know. It's just unthinkable for me. And you can say, oh, not enough subscribers. Well, he has nearly 3 million. That is almost 2 million more than Emru.
Angry last night than everything else. Like, it's like, okay, you know, any person can be walking on the street and get assaulted. Like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. But why do I have to worry about that happening at the convention for the place that I work?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm just talking in circles now, but I don't know, guys. Y'all want to see my fit for the show? Ugh. Bonnie helped me put it together, and I've got the heels. Show's in fucking 28 minutes. Fuck me. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just gonna try to have fun. Try to, like, you know, let the cosplayers and people that came to participate in it shine. And then I'm going home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to remember if I forgot to touch anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, this stream fucking sucked. I feel like I'm being forced to do a press conference because it's like, if I don't say these things, no one is going to. And then they're just gonna act like it never happened next year.
I wouldn't think so. I'm not sure if it already happened, but I'm assuming Asmongold's gonna talk about it. I'm assuming Hassan's gonna talk about it. I'm assuming Techno's gonna talk about it. I'm assuming Valkyrie's gonna talk about it. I'm assuming Pokemon's gonna talk about it. And just because she warned people to not go, and now this is gonna, like, further her, you know, her message way more, right? So she'll definitely talk about this. I don't think that nobody would be talking about this, but that's just her, like, being way too humble, right? Because she thinks that people don't care enough about her to talk about this, right? And I think that's a very redeemable quality, but it sometimes hurts yourself as well. But I don't think it's a bad idea to actually talk about this herself, because there's nothing better than hearing the victim of the event talking about her feelings, talking about her perspective, talking about her truth, talking about the situation as a whole, right? Is very, very important. And while she might think that was while she really hates doing this, it's definitely needed.
Great. Love it. Remember when I was just a girl in Kansas playing League in my room, and the worst thing that ever happened to me was someone said I was like a boosted whore in chat or something? Wish I could go back to that. What else? Shout out to my friends, all the people that reached out to me. I remember Lakari in particular was like, yo, Emmy, you need another security guard? I can be there. I'll make sure that I'll keep you safe. Lakari offered to be an extra security guard. I was like, aw, thanks, bro. Yeah, my brain is mush, bro.
Yeah, due to popular belief, or contrary to popular belief, most men do not agree with other men assaulting women, even though this might be a narrative that, you know, women on social media like to drive and ride like a dick. The normal male's opinion about assaulting or any other horrible thing that men do to women is not a popular opinion. It is not a popular action, bro. And I would like to say that because a lot of people think that men are just fine and accept this kind of behavior. We do not. We don't.
I'm cooked. But yeah, this was kind of like, I guess you could say, like a climax for me in my character development. Cause this year already, I know there's a lot of people that watch me that are kind of similar to me in some regards, in terms of being like a more like timid or like glass half full type of person, or like wanting to believe the best in people type of person. I still believe that you can be that way, and I still believe that I'm still that way, but I've definitely come to realize, and I really want everyone to really think about this, you have to stand the fuck up for yourself, for other people, because if you don't, there's a lot of people who are just gonna take the easy, lazy route because it doesn't affect them, so they don't care. Like a lot of the people that were hired to work on this event. And I've been through so many horrible things. I don't want things like this to happen to other people, or at least for it to not be that easy for it to happen to other people. I do feel like it's partially my responsibility. I mean, not to like make sure things don't happen, but to let people know that these kinds of things happen, because they should know. And again, it's crazy that nothing was said about this publicly or to other creators who had similar events as me until there was a viral clip.
Exposure of the problem. It's very telling when when something happens and a lot of people talk about it, then it becomes a problem. Because it already is a problem, right? But the moment somebody like Twitch is linked to the problem, then it becomes a problem when a lot of people think it's a problem. And Twitch doesn't want to have problems.
But yeah, it's been crazy weekend. Crazy fucking weekend. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop, trying to interact with fans in a safe way. Maybe no more convention streams, which is sad because I love convention streams, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't control the weather, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just really hope that nothing else happens to anyone else this weekend.
This is how she's gonna be, if she's gonna do another convention stream.
Alexandra?
Shout out to you if you know that movie.
That we're not hearing any more terrible stories. And I really feel like the only way to hold people accountable is to show that it's not okay by, for example, like I was saying, creators not going to these events. Because a lot of these tickets are sold via meet and greets, like what I was doing. And I really feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise.
Because you are. That is what the creators are to Twitch. Let's keep it a buck.
Because why is no one there making sure I'm safe like a person? Why are the security guards joking and laughing and be like, oh, I didn't even see what happened?
Because they're probably not even real security guards. I think if you vet these guys, they don't not even have a certificate to be a security guard, that they don't even know the real things that it takes to be a security guard. I bet they don't even know all the fire exits in that place. I bet they don't even know what they have to do when an actual fire or anything disastrous happens in that place. So I think it is very telling that if you would vet these so-called security guards, that they probably don't even have a diploma or any other certificate or legal document that allows them to actually be a security guard. I don't know how it works in the USA, but here in the Netherlands it works like you need an actual diploma. You can't just be a big guy. It helps, obviously, but you need a certificate. You need a diploma. You need to know how to handle whenever something happens like this. How you should act. How you should respond. Looking at it, or not even looking at the person you're supposed to be protecting, that's definitely not what you get taught here.
It's crazy, man. I want to play fucking Mega Bonk, bro. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. And yeah, I don't even care if I lose any like opportunities or anything for talking about this, because it's fucking insane. And another thing I've realized is sometimes if you don't say something no one else is going to. Sometimes you have to be the one that, you know, steps up and starts the conversation. And yeah, like I said, this isn't even the first thing that happened, because my friends Nick and Wake, it happened to them last year. And yeah, maybe just because they're men or something, it wasn't taken seriously, which is fucking insane.
I mean, a lot of people were joking about it. I've seen a lot of people joke about it on social media when it happened. But there were more people that I saw taking it seriously, though. But yeah, do I think this whole thing was handled appropriately? Absolutely not.
Yeah, stay safe, guys. Look out for your friends. You know, if you're here this weekend, you know, stay in groups. And I mean, I would love to know if like other things have happened to other smaller creators and it's just being drowned out because Twitch isn't giving them the same attention that they're giving me. I would love to know, even if it happened in the past, because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, yes, I know these things happen at cons, but when the con literally exists because of your small and big creators, it should not be this kind of an issue where it's like talked about to this extent. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would love to know. I think you guys should post about it if something happened to you. Like, please do. Oh, I need a minute. Sorry. Give me a sec. But yeah, I'm just very angry. Not just because of what happened to me, but because of what it implies about other people. Because if I wasn't important, there's hundreds of thousands of people that stream on Twitch. Like, I don't know. I genuinely, again, I hate being this kind of person. I genuinely want people to be held accountable and for things to, like, visibly be changed. But even so, I personally am not going to another TwitchCon. I'm done. 10 years of streaming, I'm done. This is my final TwitchCon. This show will be my final performance. And then I'm going back to streaming video games in my room. In my house that probably has more cameras around it than TwitchCon.
Yep.
But yeah, I hope if this happened to any other creators, you know that you are cared about and people do want to know. And yeah, yeah, that was a lot. Sorry guys, I hate the heavy stuff. Really hate the heavy stuff. And I know there's some people at Twitch and Amazon watching right now. Please just listen. Like, people aren't saying this for no reason. Like, I feel like you guys don't get it or something. Like, I could have literally been stabbed yesterday. Literally, like. I have also seen people asking if I'm like taking any type of legal action. I am pressing charges against the guy with the police. As for anything else, I don't know yet because I've been having my manager handle all of those like side conversations. So I have no idea, but I don't, it's just not okay.
I know I would. I would sue the fuck out of Twitch, bro. Abso-fucking-lutely. Fuck him.
But at the bare minimum, I will be pressing charges against the guy that was there, obviously.
Duh.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's also kind of funny. I'm literally doing this in TwitchCon. They just gave me an empty conference room to just fucking dispel everything. But yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of key people that are responsible that need to be held accountable, because clearly there's been multiple points of failure for this to have even happened in the first place. And again, forgive me if I'm just rambling in circles. But I do also want to say, yeah, there's a lot of people that work at Twitch that are lovely, amazing, creative people. It's not them, but there's definitely multiple people that their failure allowed this to happen. Multiple people, for sure. I don't have any doubt about that, especially because of the fact that they flew out the global head of Amazon to talk to my manager and my security guard today.
That's just theatrics. They're talking about, oh, our global head of security flies out to you. Why I don't know, organize this whole thing. You would think that one of the biggest assets that Amazon has, which is Twitch, whether they make a lot of money or not, they don't. They lose a lot of money actually on Twitch, but they clearly care enough to keep Twitch around, even though it's losing money left and right. Would think that they would actually, you know, give a fuck about who handles security there. But I bet when the moment that Tom Clancy was actually there, I bet the security was tight then. I bet that what happened. That's just me, you know.
But yeah, we're gonna do our show with Will and Baby No Money. We're gonna try to have fun. During it, I know a lot of you guys are still mad, but I'd prefer if we could just not talk about it, just like focus on the show and like the people in the show, not just be spamming like fuck Twitch or whatever, you know. Yeah, cause like I said, there's a lot of people that work.
Instead, tweet out fuck Twitch. You know, as a matter of fact. There you go.
Worked on the show that had absolutely nothing to do with what happened yesterday. I would like for them to still, you know, be able to have a good show and, you know, feel like people enjoyed it, and that it was fun. Cause I didn't do a lot of work on the show. Like I came up with a lot of the concept, but I only did probably like 1 to 2% of the actual setup and production. So yeah, I don't want to be unfair to those people. Yeah, I have to head over there in like 5 minutes. Whew. I do have one more thing to say, but just give me a sec. Guys, no one's gonna be mad at me if I go home and play League of Legends at this point, right? Like, I fucking deserve it, okay? Bonnie said I have a weird mouth tick when I'm stressed. And I feel it.
Could also be the caffeine.
Alright guys, 5 minutes to showtime. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm okay. I'm fine, because I'm not like saying this to like try to like sound tough or something. I'm genuinely just built different. Like, I'm used to this shit. I can handle it. I can like go live and do shit after. But there's so many people that like, I would never want this to happen to someone else. Most people would have just canceled their show and went home probably, and I don't think anyone would fucking blame them. But yeah, I worry a lot for small creators. Not even small creators, even medium-sized creators who can't afford 1, 2, 3 security guards. Coming to shit like this, I don't know. Just be safe out there, guys. Try to be smart. Stick with your friends and your group. And yeah, don't be afraid to talk or ask for help.
Have some good men surrounding you, especially if you're a woman. Even though social media wants to make you believe that all men are terrible creatures, we're not. We just get a bad name because there are terrible creatures that happen to be male.
If you ever need stuff, and then as a community, we need to stand up for each other and look out for each other and talk about things when things happen to each other.
It's better to attack somebody you think would do harm and apologize for it later than be too late. Follow your instincts, okay? The moment you see some guy approaching a meet and greet, for example, right? To in the way that happened to Emeru, just jump him. Just jump him, bro. Jump him, hold him down. Then call security. And if it happens to be a miscommunication or like a mishap, all right, then so be it. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than regretting to not act.
And the last thing that I want to say is I didn't really get a chance to talk about it because of, you know, all the things that were happening, but I kind of wanted to apologize for some people were talking about the clip of me getting kind of emotional at the end of the RV trip. That shit kind of just slipped out, but there's a lot of things that I haven't wanted to talk about that I think I will probably be talking about when I get home from TwitchCon. So
I think you should probably talk about this with a therapist first. Not a lawyer, not your chat. I think this should be accompanied by a licensed professional to put everything into perspective, to rightfully get to the bottom of this situation and how you can live on with it. Because it is easier to just push it aside and just, you know, pretend to not care about it. But sometimes you just really gotta talk about something, you know? Now, for men, it might be a little bit different. Men don't really operate in the same way that women do. But in general, for women, therapy is definitely a lot, very helpful.
I'll let you guys know about that. Yeah, thank you guys for the support. And I should probably head over to the getting ready area for the show because I think that the other people in the show are already there getting dressed, so I'm gonna go talk to them. So Allie, if you could put on a BRB, and then soon there should be like a show starting soon thing will be like 10 minutes or so. And then showtime. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for letting me rant about all of this. Yep. Love you guys. And yeah, look out for each other. I'll see you all in 10 minutes. I'm gonna end this here, and then we're gonna go to our BRB. So hopefully some of you guys will watch the show. Bye.
Well, I won't be watching the show, but I do think it was a very important video to make. and for everyone else covering this whole situation as well. We need to be very vocal about the fact that this is not acceptable. We need to be very vocal about the fact that Twitch has to do something. They need to be held accountable. They need to be they need to pay in some fashion for this, because this is outrageous. This is not something that should have been able to happen in the first place. And like I already said at the start, like, this could have ended worse. I'm not disregarding that assault or sexual assault or whatever is not bad, but this could have ended in murder. And you might say, well, that is a wild exaggeration. Well, guess what? We live in an age where the wild exaggerated things that we think could happen are happening. They are. The people that should be tackling these issues aren't tackling anything. But this is not a rant about how criminals just don't get what they deserve. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe, and that's about it. Take care, chat. Peace out.